Missouri lawmakers are at a standstill on broad pro-life legislation more than 1 month after Republican Governor Eric Greitens called for a special session to deal with abortion issues. The legislation calls for several new regulations, such as annual abortion clinic inspections. But one provision is causing confusion. One ordinance would prevent local laws from harming pregnancy care centers. But several media outlets claim it would discriminate against women who have had abortions or who use birth control. Missouri Governor Eric Greitens joins us from St. Louis. Governor, thank you for your time.
Catherine, it is great to be on with you. Thank you for having me.
Governor, you released a Facebook video to take on what you call fake news surrounding this pro-life ordinance. Can you clarify, what would this legislation do? What would it not do?
Yeah, absolutely, Catherine. Look, I'm pro-life, and I believe it's important for us to stand up and to protect the lives of the innocent unborn. And we called a special session of the legislature to make sure that we were able to protect pregnancy care centers here in the city of St. Louis and throughout the state of Missouri. But then we had liberal media organizations with information that was supplied to them by the National Abortion Rights Action League. They had radical politicians coming in. And you had liberal media stories saying that if a woman in the state of Missouri was using birth control, that she could be fired. They were writing stories saying that if someone got pregnant, they could get kicked out of their housing. This was absolutely fake, false news. And unfortunately, we see this too many times when the liberal media comes out to attack conservatives and pro-life efforts.
Why do you think there is so much confusion over this specific pro-life ordinance?
You know, I think this ordinance is actually really clear. What it does is it protects our pregnancy care centers. These are wonderful organizations throughout the state of Missouri that work with pregnant women and newborn children, helping them to get a good quality start in life, they provide them with education, with shelter, with training in jobs so that they and their young families can get a good start in life. But we had radical politicians in St. Louis who wanted to create what many people called an abortion sanctuary city, where they would actually discriminate against pregnancy care centers so that they couldn't, for example, hire pro-life workers. We came out and we said very clearly, we're going to step in and protect our pregnancy care centers. But then you saw organizations like the National Abortion Rights Action League, San Francisco Gate, Newsweek, other members of the liberal media putting out these fake news stories. That's why we're so glad to be able to go directly to the people.
Now, Governor, as you mentioned, you did call the Missouri legislature back for a special pro-life session to move this legislation forward. That's an unprecedented move. What prompted it?
Well, it was so important for us to stand up for the cause of pro-life and for us to protect these pregnancy care centers. And politicians failed to act. You know, the politicians should have done their job, but they failed to act. So I did. I canceled their vacations and I brought them back for a pro-life special session. And I'm convinced that we're going to get the job done.
Governor, you've publicly shared why you are pro-life, and one of those reasons you've said is because you've seen the value of true love and compassion in one of Mother Teresa's, now St. Teresa's, homes for the destitute and the dying. Can you share more about that experience when you were there and what that was like?
Yeah, I had a wonderful opportunity. I was really blessed to work in one of Mother Teresa's homes for the destitute and dying in Varanasi, India. I also went to Kalighat in Calcutta, and I had an opportunity to see Mother Teresa's work in action. And I will tell you, there was so much humility, so much courage. It was a tremendous inspiration to me then and still is today. And I think that all of us need to bring that same kind of humility and that same kind of courage to the work that we do on behalf of the cause of pro-life.
Finally, what more would you like to see from your fellow governors when it comes to defending life?
Well, I think we do have to defend life, and we need to step forward and be willing to let people know that we are pro-life. We know that we're going to get attacked by radical organizations like the National Abortion Rights Action League. We know that radical politicians are going to come after us. We've seen what the liberal media will do, but I'm convinced that when we stand up on behalf of the cause of pro-life, that people, not just throughout Missouri, but throughout the country, will stand up and join us, and I'm proud to stand up on behalf of the cause of life.
Governor Eric Greitens of Missouri, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Pleasure to be on with you.